There's no time to say anything clever. It's a sometimes vlog. It's a vlog that happens sometimes. Look at this bear. I am in Sonoma, California. I have been driving between Santa Rosa and Sonoma all morning on little number 12 highway. It is so beautiful I can hardly bear it. Love is in the air because it's fall. It's gorgeous outside and there's nothing that I love. It's the most awkward segue ever. It was better in my mind. There's nothing that I love more than California. I love this state, I love this place, and I love history. And so, you know, most people would probably get up and want to do some video games or do some things. Look at all these historic buildings here in Sonoma, California. But I love history, so rather than getting up and having a nice breakfast and doing something, you know, like going to an amusement park today or doing something crazy on my wanderings, I am doing something historical and coming here to a place that is very important in the history of California. Many people who are not from this area are maybe not familiar with Sonoma, but maybe you're familiar with the California state flag and our grizzly bear on the flag. Some people even know that California was part of old Mexico. And then we got it from them because we had a little bit of a war with them, the United States. But in between, friends, there was something called the California Republic, or the Bear Flag Republic, where for 22 days, some gringos came right here in Sonoma, California, and took over the Mexican barracks, the Sonoma Barracks, which is what this is, and raised their own flag with a grizzly bear and a star, and pronounced this to be the California Republic. And that all went down right here in 1836, I believe. I could be wrong about this. You might have to look it up later. They built these barracks, the Mexicans I'm talking about, to keep away the Russians, to keep back the Russians. A lot of people don't know that in Northern California, the Russians were making inroads, establishing their own forts and getting all into the fur trade. It's weird to see the gringos. Mostly we came for gold. The Mexicans came for all kinds of reasons. The Spanish, really, before them. And the Russians were here too, and they were here for fur. Very lucrative trade in fur back then. No PETA to stop them. Look at this hat. It's not really broken in yet, so you have to excuse the crudity of it. I didn't have time to build this, get out to paint it. Look, see, this is where they slept. Barracks. Barracks. What a better place to design and create a bear flag republic than a barracks. Anyway, so the Spanish, via Mexico, probably Mexico by then, the Mexicans built these barracks and that mission over there to sort of buffer, keep back. I think it was soldiers from the Presidio of San Francisco came across the bay to the northern Bay Area and built this to sort of keep back the Russians. Hey, California's our turf, Russians. But then some crazy gringos from the United States came here and established their own Bear Flag Republic, which lasted only 22 days before, I think, John C. Fremont came and brought the old stars and stripes and said, no, we just won this in a war for Mexico. So your whole idea for a little independent California Bear Flag Republic, that's not really, you're going to be resorbed into the United States of America. And here we are today. Look at this. So I'm at the barracks. This is going to be really short, by the way. That's why I'm hurrying, because I'm going to do more than one sometimes vlog today, because it's more than one sometimes today, sometimes. So there's all these little exhibits here in the barracks. It's very calm and quiet. A couple of families walking around, accidentally stumbling on this very historic thing, and this would have been the original bear flag. This is actually a copy made before 1906, when the original flag, which was in San Francisco, burned with almost the rest of the city in the great earthquake of that time. Look at it. The bear flag. And if you read this, it was made on June 14th or 15th, 1846, in this building, in the room. I can't really tell. It says left of the door. Is that left of the door going out of the door or in the door? So it was either made in the gift shop or the barracks display room here. It was made right here. The California state flag has its origins right here in this building, which is pretty amazing. How are you guys doing? I am feeling very positive. I am here at the birthplace of a state, in a way. a lot of places could really be the birthplace of California. California has a very long and rich, that's a pun about gold, kind of, and interesting history. But this really, look at it, is one of the most historic places in the state. Just chilling here, just sitting here in the town square, all back to the future looking. And we're going back to the past, back to the 1830s, when the Mexican soldiers from the Presidio of San Francisco used to sleep here. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Can you imagine though, that this was all wilderness? There were Native Americans and pretty much wilderness. There was a bunch of Russians who would come down and raid and get all wild and crazy and try to trap their furs and drive, claim the territory for themselves. And imagine you're set up here with a couple of guys who are up to no good to start, preventing trouble in this neighborhood. You got to sleep here on these little wooden cord beds, chill out, play cards. That kind of reminds me. One more detour. We'll go back over here. Kind of reminds me that they have this pile of artifacts that they found on the property. Look at these artifacts. Pretty neat. One thing I noticed is among the artifacts that they found here, little pottery and coins and bullets, are a lot of pipes. So they were pretty lonely up here, so they had to put it in their pipe and smoke it. It's a bad joke. I don't know why I came all the way in there for that terrible, terrible joke. The barracks are still here. I think at one point they were saying the building was recycled many times, sort of. At one point it was even a women's club. So it went from being a boys' club here, protecting the frontier of Mexico, to the beginning of a new republic, which lasted for only 22 days, and then was resorbed into the United States of America under the Stars and Stripes. And then it was a women's club and other things, wonderful things, and now it is a barracks. What's cool about this place is there's nothing upstairs. There's no exhibits upstairs. You can't go in any of the rooms, but you can go upstairs. It's very creepy and empty. I started thinking about this. This would be a perfect place to come on Halloween, because what if it's haunted? If it's haunted, friends. Kind of reminds me like the Sixth Sense. What's behind that door? No one knows. If there was a creepy, grumpy voice behind this door right now, I would freak out. So I'm on my way eastwards, up to the mountains before I head back southwards to my home to sleep well. And on my travels, I'm coming through Sonoma again to take a peek. Had a really good day yesterday, really positive in San Francisco. Phone was almost completely dead. There was just no way to do a vlog, but since I'm going to return there many times, I figured that was okay. And today we're going to make up for it with multiple sometimes vlogs. Sometimes these vlogs get cut off at the upload process around this time, so if it gets cut off after this, I apologize. I'll see you a little bit later. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I'm going to keep going for a couple minutes. Look at this. There's the mission over there. California mission. So look up, Google the Sonoma Barracks, Google the Bear Flag Republic, and check out this historic place. This is a really creaky, I'm sure this has been restored at some point, right? A lot of square nails though. Maybe it is very old. It feels very creaky. Creepy here. I didn't wake up that long ago, so I apologize for the puffiness of my tired face. Pretty good day yesterday. Feeling very positive. Gonna go up to the mountains. Going to the mountains is going home. Who said that? Whose quote is that? And I'll be posting some Instagrams throughout the day. I live fast, I pour. I'm not filming any random land. I'm just filming some sometimes vlogs, having a bit of a wander on the quest for positivity, really because it's about to be winter and it's about to be cold, and I'm very low on funds, and I'm going to be sticking around the Southern California area pretty much most of the winter, so I don't know for sure, but this may be one of the last times I have to go walk about before the holidays set in. And so I'm here looking at some history, looking at the leaves changing colors, and all the beauty of wonderful Sonoma and Napa Valley. Very fantastic. I love California. It's a wonderful, wonderful place. Sorry, there's text messages popping up. I need to close while I'm doing this. So there you go. A miniature peek, not a full look. I really want to come back and film a full video maybe here at some point, but a little peek at the barracks where the bear flag was originally created. Right here, Sonoma, California. Who knew? I didn't even know. I showed up and found this by accident, and I'm pretty excited that I did. Although I'm sure I've read this before because I've read a lot of books about the history of California, but you don't think about that stuff. Some of those facts just don't stick in your head. Look at this guy. I wonder if this guy is a fan of America, the Bear Flag Republic, or Old Mexico. probably all three. He's probably a big fan of all three. So on I go. I've done my duty. Now it's time to get in my car and drive well. I will see you later today. Goodbye, everybody. I love you. See ya.